Welcome back to 13th Wolfman. You know what today is? Today is day 24 of the 31 Days of Horror. Day 24. Wow. We've got 1 week left. That sucks. This month just cruises by too fast. So, as I said, day 24, 31 Days of Horror, 31 movies, 31 days. We talk a little, review a little. You guys put down some comments, and I chat with you. So, as always, like, subscribe, share, and comment. I always want to know what you have to say. And when you do subscribe, hit the bell, ding the bell, ring the bell. That way you'll be notified anytime I put something new up. Yes! And there's other people doing this, not just myself. There is, I am the Ice Lord, Mood 616, Double Shot J, Nightmare Maven. Let's talk about movies. Tony has 9 fingers. Retro horror, random horror, and of course, the one and only MSJ. Brother Max to all you people. That's right. Now we get on to the movie. This month has been pretty good so far. I mean, out of the 24 movies that I've watched, there's been a few clunkers. And I've shared those with you, you know. I mean, Dollface. I still can't get over how bad that movie was. Well, we hit another clunk in the road. Today's movie is Being. There it is. Being. Lance Henriksen, Ben Browder. I said his name right? It's either Bowder or Browder. It's Browder. Okay. So, here's the idea of the movie. You have this small town wherever, United States, and 90% of the town is owned by the Campbells. I don't know why this is meant to be a point, but they do make it a point in the movie. And then everybody else owns it's a little farm town. Joe Byrne goes missing one night, and 6 years later he shows up. We don't see him go missing, and we don't really see him return. Or when he does return, people are just kind of like, "Where have you been for 6 years?" You know, he's dealing with some after effects to wherever he's been. They show a swirling vortex from time to time, and then there's 4 brothers. So they're all at this farmhouse at this party, and there are these 4 brothers who are the offspring. They're Campbells. They're the offspring of the local reverend, and they're all dicks. And not one of them is really likable. And that's one of the main problems with this movie. I wanted this movie to get over so bad because there's no one likable in it. How hard is it for someone to write a movie and go, okay, we got to make at least 1, 2, maybe 3 characters likable, because then you care about what happens to them in the end. When whatever happens to these characters in this movie, you don't care. I mean, like I said, they're having a little party at this farmhouse. One brother, I think his name, it's Alan. Alan is playing darts, and he says to his other brother, goes, "Go get my wife. It's her turn." Well, he goes back into the back room, and his wife is getting railed by another guy. And then she comes out a few minutes later, and she goes, "Okay, well, I'm ready to go." He's like, "Well, I'm glad you took your time." She's like, "Oh, I had to go to the bathroom." And you're just kind of like, there's no one likable. No one really likable in this movie. By the time the movie's over, you have no idea what's going on. That's the sad thing. It's called Being. I thought it was going to be all about aliens. There is kind of a creature in this movie, but it doesn't go beyond them going, "Oh, look at that. What the hell's that over there with the pointy ears? It's got to be a demon." That really is some of the writing in this movie. I mean, because her father's a priest, and one brother loses his mind. He sees like the gnarliest ass of all of them. He's just barking orders at everybody, and he seems to be the biggest douche. And so he's like, "Oh my God, you know what's going on out there? It's the apocalypse." It's like, okay, sure, And then when they see this one creature, he's like, "That's got to be a demon." Yeah, okay. It's really, ugh. Just for being made, I'm going to give it 3/4 of a chainsaw. And that's it. That's it. I have nothing else to say about this. This had Lance Henriksen in it and Ben Browder. And I thought, okay, well, you got those two people in it, and it's got to be a decent movie. Lance is in the beginning and the end, and Ben Browder is an FBI agent who is interrogating everybody to find out what happened. And even at the end of the movie, they don't even know what's going on. They're just kind of like, "Are you happy?" "Yeah, sure, I'm happy, You know, it was a bad choice. It was a Dollar Tree movie, but I found some really cool stuff at Dollar Tree, and I found some real stinkers, and that's stinker number 2 for the month. But out of 24 days, I've only hit 2 stinkers, so that's got to say something, Not everything's going to be like the greatest rating, but I've found stuff better than that and Dollface. And that's all I have to say about that. As always, I am the 13th Wolfman, and guess what? That's right, I'm on the prowl.